y'all, welcome to Tarot with Toy. Today is going to be a reading for air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Only take what's meant for you. Do not take, bend, apply, cut, nail, anything of that nature to make it fit your narrative or your story. That'll only hinder you. That won't help you at all. Might drive you a little nutso too, so don't do that. Anything you need to know about me will be listed in the description box. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit the bell so you can get notification every time I do upload. So today, air signs, what you guys have is Ocean of Deception. That is just honesty. Someone is in you. Someone is around you that's just not honest. They're trying to keep something from you and keep something very close to themselves. Now, it may or may not affect you, but since it's coming out as your main source of energy today or your power card, it most definitely is someone around you. So we have children. So this could be a child that's keeping something from you, or someone that you knew in childhood. So this could be someone that you knew way back when, and you just have some sort of connection with them still. We already got cards flying, y'all. Let's see here. Ready to go. Okay. Hamster wheel. So it could have something to do with some money. Somebody's just, trying to make it from day to day. Might be doing something that you wouldn't agree with. That's a little on the dishonest side. Could be happening on the internet. But either way, either you've discarded your friendship with this person or you're going to. Someone in your past could quite possibly be doing something just to get by because things are going difficult for them. And somehow they're doing something on the internet to keep themselves afloat in the here and now with today. You may have already disconnected from this person, and that is what's causing them some sort of sadness. This is why they're plugged in, because they might actually be following you on your social media pages or what have you. But you're done. This is completion. Whatever it is, you've learned the lesson that you needed to learn with this person, and you're comfortable with moving on. They may not be, but you're good with moving on. This moment has passed for you. But something about you, they cannot resist, which makes sense. Aquarius, it's my sign. We are absolutely insatiable. Someone could be pregnant. Congratulations. Using pregnancy to somehow get to you. That could be a part of that money. Children's up here. So that could be it. That could be it, you guys. Yeah, but they are upset definitely because of the broken part. They have a problem with you being done. If they have a pull toward you that they can't explain, be careful too, y'all. Somebody might be trying to trap you. So if you're out there doing the most, hopping and jumping and skipping and having fun out here in these streets because it's summer, y'all make sure you're protected. Male or female, someone could be trying to get pregnant by you, or someone could be trying to get you pregnant. But there will be a conversation or something or another with someone that you love. You'll meet someone that you love. There'll be communication. Not saying that it's this person, but there's some dishonesty surrounded by this person. It already seems like there's a whole lot going on here. But whatever it is going on, you have determined that they trash. And you done. You've learned your lesson. That's a lesson that you don't want to revisit. And these cards don't want to stay in my hand. Oh, but this is a pause. This could be a pause for you. This could be You just needing to take a breather from this person because it has children. This is on top of children card, right? So even if you are done with this person and you think this person is trash, if you have children or if you will have children, all you can do is take a break from them. Because they're going to be in your life until this child is 18. You're going to have some sort of communication with this person. So you guys might have a deep connection with this person. But you figured out who they really are. Or they unknowingly showed you who they were. Maybe you came across something on the internet. Whatever it is, you've decided that this person is not worth your time. And when they come, we keep getting talk. So they want to talk. They're going to want to have a conversation with you. And all you keep giving them is silence. I always tell people, silence speaks so loudly. Because it's when you're not speaking is when it's a done deal. And that's how these people know that you're done. And that's making them want to be with you even more because you're done. That pull when there's no contact, I'm telling you, that's what makes them want you even more. Because you have unplugged, you have released everything. Yep, plugged. Internet, what is that? What is that? Access granted. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? Looking you up on the internet. Your happiness for them. But there's some sort of forbidden love. So there might have been somebody on the outside of your relationship. They might have went outside of the relationship and therein lies the problem right there. That could be exactly why you decide that they're trash. I ain't playing with nobody that's going to play with me like that. There's too much going on in this world. Yep, history and past. You're done. You are done. But this could be a twin flame. And that would also explain the magnetic pull. Twin flames are just pulled toward one another. Can't explain why, don't know why. It's just this pull that you cannot let go of. You're just drawn to this person. You crave this person even if you don't want to. But your relationship, it's a push and a pull. You run, they run. But you never seem to actually make it or sit still in one spot for very, very long, right? But still, you can't get away from one another. This person draws you in. You draw that person in. It's just something about the way this person makes you feel and you make them feel that no one else can or has. But waves of emotions and art. Yeah, well, you're protected. And this is divine intervention. This pause, this break, there's a reason for this divine intervention. This may not have even been brought on by you. This is just something that needed to happen. You needed a break. So you do have history with this person. Family. What I say? Oh, I cannot make any of this up. Family. You are tied to this person. You have children with this person. Or you will have children with this person. They're going to come back and want to offer you a proposal. Maybe because you have a family. Maybe this person has reached the end of the road and realizes that you are it. And not to say that they won't get anything after you, because they probably will. But will they get something better than you? Yeah, probably not. You are probably the best that they can get. And what they're with now may have just been easy, may have just been convenient. Because maybe they are a bit more giving in the sense of conforming to what they do or do not want. And, you know, sometimes people like that. Sometimes people don't like all that mouth. And it's not even necessarily mouth. Let me not say that mouth. Air signs are very opinionated. They don't speak all the time. I mean, a lot of us we do a lot of watching. But when we do speak, we speak and it hits. So maybe they needed a break from that. Because sometimes I'm telling you, the truth hurt. Them rocks, them slugs be hitting even if you don't consider them to be slugs. They slugs. They hurt and they hit hard. Tragedy again. Forbidden love. Someone cheated on someone. Someone cheated on someone, and a car is a trigger, a location is a trigger. So this person cheated on you, took this person somewhere where they took you, or this person was in a vehicle that you shared with this person. Something to do with a car, though. And that is a trigger for you. That is absolutely why you could need a break. Because this person triggers you. Being in the same space with this person triggers you. And they're in the now. And they're hoping that you change your mind and give them this chance that they want. Because like I said, you kept getting talk and conversation also. See? And then look, on the table. Offer. They want to come back. They want to renew what they had. Oftentimes, people know what they be doing. They know what they be doing. They just don't want the outcome that they get from what they be doing. Be playing crazy. And then when we react in a certain way, and the way air signs react is not like the typical person. It's silence. It's I said I'm done. I mean I'm done. It's a wrap. I wish you the best. If I have to, connect with you, speak with you, I will. But it's going to be strictly on a business level. We're not crossing that line. They're not going to be able to handle that. They already can't. They're watching you on the internet. Tarot cards say. Hope you guys are enjoying the reading. Again, anything you need to know about me will be listed below in the description box. This is an air reading. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You guys currently have your boundaries up toward this person. Right now, it's not to say that this person is not your favorite person, because they're not, obviously. But you've seen this in them. This dishonesty, this fact that you've seen a reason that you have to protect yourself when it comes to this person. Even if you love this person, even though you have children with this person, there's something about this person that's deceptive. Even if you can't put your finger on it, you're an air sign. You know it. You can feel it. You can look at this person and tell, right? You've rested on it. You've slept. Then that's the break. Sleeping on it. That's the break. Sitting back, meditating, just looking at how things are going and playing out. Looking at how this person is moving. What's different about the way that they're moving? Can you figure out why they're moving the way that they're moving? Or is it just something off about the way that they're moving, right? But with the Five of Swords, you don't really care how they're moving no more. You see he's scratching his head. You don't really care because you done spent too long scratching your head trying to figure out why they're moving the way that they move. Because let's face it, a lot of you have been carrying this relationship. Kids or no kids, a lot of you have been carrying this relationship because this person could never get on point the way that they needed to be on point. Whether you have a family or not, this person was never there the way that they needed to be there. They were never tapped in the way that they should have been tapped in to hold the space or the title that they held. And it was toxic. You knew it was toxic. And on top of knowing it was toxic, you also knew that there was something holding you there that you couldn't quite pull away from. That it was just something about that person. You knew that. And you also have your boundaries up against this person for that reason also. You might not want to contact them or be in your same presence as them or anything like that, because there's something about them that just pulls you in. And you're aware of that. That's the first step. Knowing is the first step, You know that something about them pulls you in that you just can't handle. And that might also be why you have those boundaries up. But this person is toxic. With the Five of Wands, there's confusion there. And it may be confusion with not just you, but people outside of him that's causing confusion as well. But it's a lot of, not necessarily chaos, but it's a lot of lack of communication. You can't talk to one another. You can't communicate. There might be people outside of this person trying to communicate with you, and they can't communicate with you either. Or it could just be people outside of this person telling this person what is and what ain't, and they're going for it, So it's a lot going on. It's a lot of moving pieces. And all of those moving pieces turn out to be what? Toxic. Not helpful. Moving things along in the wrong direction, causing you a headache, putting you in your feelings, making you feel like you got to put people in their space, when they place, when you're not even that type of person. it's making you feel as though you're going to need to step outside of yourself because people are doing too much. When you are not necessarily a confrontational person, but you are a no-nonsense person. And you gonna get tired of playing with people if you haven't already. Again, the Five of Swords. The five, you throw it in. It's too much. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. All of these moving parts can go move somewhere else with somebody else. Your person, the Emperor, it was in reverse, which means he's not acting as an emperor. This person is not acting in their emperor status. Like I said earlier, they're not holding to the title that they have. They're just running around with the title, but not upholding the title. And look, this is you right here, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, you're good by yourself. You can bring things to yourself. You are good by yourself. But what you're attracting to yourself right now, when you get to this point, you attract this deceit. When you get to a certain space, could quite possibly, when you get to a certain space where things are coming to you, financially, you have those tangibles, things are really, really good for you, this person could come sweeping in, sweep you off your feet, tell you all the things that you want to hear, all that gaslighting and shit like that, right? Only to do this, only to be deceitful again. Not because you're not good enough for them, not because they don't love you, not because they don't want you, but at that moment you're beneficial. At that moment you're doing something for them that even if they could do for themselves, they don't have to because you are. I don't have to step up to the plate because you are. And that could be you. That's you too. That's a part of toxicity in you too, because you're feeding into it. You're basically coddling this person. Look, see? It's you. Look at the pictures. I'm going to show you. Look, she's looking up at the flower with him, and he's looking the other way. But you're in the state of give, and he's in the state of leaving. You know what I mean? I'm leaving, but you giving. You're giving, and he's leaving after you give. That's a lot, you guys. Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This is the energy that you've taken on. Like I said, that stern energy, that matter-of-fact energy, that just right to the point. I'm not minxing my words for your feelings anymore. It's just going to have to be what it is, and you feel the way that you feel. Because this is what you need. You need someone that's going to act in the capacity that you need them to act in. You don't want someone that you have to coddle. You've done that enough. That's why you keep getting the Five of Swords, right? I'm tired of trying to figure it out. I'm tired of coddling you. I'm tired of babying you. I'm tired of taking these breaks because I just have to go away from you for a minute so you can have your fit. A lot of y'all are tired of that. Those fits get old. Even if you love somebody, those fits get old. Repeating yourselves over and over and over again, that even gets old, right? Five of Pentacles. Let me see. Five of Pentacles. I don't like to take reverse, you guys, unless it's on the flipping, right? So Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. That could be you. You could definitely be sad. You could definitely feel alone without this person, right? You could definitely be holding on to the hope of this person because you want them to be a certain way. So you could be holding on to the hope, the desire that they can pull through and be what you need them to be. But I think a lot of you know that this person just may not be able to do that because it's not in them. And let's just be real. You didn't set the precedent for them. Do they have to be? No, because you never expected them to be. You never made them be what they needed to be. Made is a harsh word. You ain't never made them be the person that you need. You've already taught these people how to treat you. You've already taught these people or showed these people that you don't have to do nothing. I'm going to do it. I just want you. You've already taught these people that you're going to take care of it no matter what. And you're holding on to the idea that they can pull out of that. They can't pull out of nothing that you done said, hey, this is what it is. And you continue to say this is what it is. You've got to make them have some accountability. And you got to have some accountability too. But a lot of you woke up already. A lot of you are already like, this is not going to happen. I know this is not going to happen. We could be together. We could absolutely be together. I could have the happy ending that I want. I could go back with him. He could come back with me. We could be together. It's going to keep going on. It's going to just be a repeat cycle. And that's the judgment that a lot of y'all have had. You've had that awakening. When you had all this rest time, right? All this rest time, you've awakened. You see that. You see that you holding on to something that's not holding on to you properly is not going to work out for you. You've seen that. Yeah. You guys are holding on tight. But at a distance at the same time. Some of you are holding on tight. Yep, what I say. I just said that too. You're holding on to the idea because you want that happy ending. You're holding on to this, to the fact that this person could quite possibly still come through for you. But how long are you going to wait? Because while you're waiting, that's what you're doing to yourself. You're tying yourself up. You're binding yourself. You're binding yourself to something that you know is not going to happen. You making yourself a victim. You are waiting in vain for one. And not only are you waiting in vain, but you're waiting for someone that's not going to be what you need them to be, even if they come back. Because the Ace of Swords, you already have the truth. While you're waiting and making yourself crazy, you already know. You already know the real. You already know what it is. And you know that you can go on without this person because you already have everything that you need right now to get wherever it is that you want to get, to do whatever it is that you want to do. You already have all that. You know you already have that. But you're still sitting here waiting, trying to make something happen that's not meant to happen. Maybe not ever, but definitely not in this moment. But look at this. What is that? What is that? This is where you're going to be at. Three of Pentacles. This is exactly where you're going to be at. Still trying to figure it out. Tired of figuring out. You're going to go right back to this over here. You're going to be welcomed back in to all of this mess right here with all of the people as well. To go right back to this. Because they're going to come back with you too. Because he's coming or she's coming back with you. So everything's forgiven. I can't even speak, y'all. Everything's forgiven. We all want to be back with you, right? But you're going to be in your head again. You're going to feel like you need to just throw it in. You're going to throw the towel in again. You need a break. Because I'm already burnt out. This person drains you. Again, it's not to say that you don't love this person. Because clearly you do. But you were strong enough to pull yourself away. But are you strong enough to hold your ground? You know when to hold, but do you know when to fold? Three of Cups. You manifesting that reunion. Yep. You manifesting that comeback. You manifesting that comeback with emotion. That comeback with change. That comeback with we all can be a happy family just as I planned. The Two of Pentacles though. You got to balance it. You got to balance it because you know it's not going to be what you want it to be. You know that this person is not going to be able to supply you with what you need. So you are going to have to balance. You are going to have to adapt. You are going to have to be content with the change of knowing that things are not going to go the way that you want them to go. You're going to have to adapt to that and remove the thought of possibly. That is what you're balancing. Will I be okay with this, or is this something that I really need? Do I really need this person to step up and be the man or woman that I need in my life? Or will I be able to deal with and look over the things that they do? The things that they do offer or don't offer, the things that I do need that they can't give, the things that I do need and they don't want to give. Am I going to be able to deal with that? Ace of Wands and the Star. Because you have hope right now in the beginning, in something new, restarting over. Now the Ace of Wands is in reverse. I don't generally take the Ace of Wands in reverse. But I mean, I kind of just said the same thing. You have hopes. That Wands in reverse is the opposite. It is a mask. It's absolutely a mask. You're masking yourself. They're masking themselves. You're masking yourself because you're trying to fight the truth. You're trying to fight what you already know. So you're trying to mask your intuition. That's what you're trying to mask. You're trying to make yourself think or believe that your intuition is wrong, but baby, it's not. Best possible outcome. Six of Pentacles. That's investing. You're still going to give. There's nothing wrong with giving, but you need to give to the right places, to the right people. You need to give and invest in things that are deserving of you. Take time to figure out what those things are. Maybe you need to give more to family, give more to kids, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, hell, your dog. Give more to spaces that welcome, appreciate you, and give you everything that you give back, that you give out. Give to things, people, places, and things that reciprocate. Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Continue to break, you guys. Continue to meditate. That meditation is what you need, because that meditation gives you the thoughts, the process. It gives you everything that you need. When you meditate, when a lot of you meditate, or when a lot of you just sit somewhere and you're quiet and you allow yourself to think, you start putting puzzle pieces together. And that could be what you're working on. That could be you giving to yourself when you're putting those puzzle pieces together. When you're putting those puzzle pieces together and giving to yourself, you're giving yourself a truth. You're helping yourself wake up with that Judgment card. You're helping yourself see and accept things for what they are. Revel in this quiet time, y'all. Quiet time does a lot. It might offend some folk, but we don't care about them. They ain't really important. What's important right now is you. If they ain't your kids and your kids need you, you need this quiet time for yourself. Because a lot of you need to see some things that you have refused to see, or some things that you don't want to acknowledge. Because they need to be seen, they need to be acknowledged, and they need to be dealt with. I hope you enjoyed the read. Anything you need to know about me, again, will be below in the description box. This was a really, really good read, air signs. Follow me on all my other platforms. Hit all of those lovely buttons right there at the bottom, across the bottom. The bell, the subscribe, comment. I love, love, love comments. And I will talk to you guys later.